Hello, friends, and welcome to the Optimized Advisor Podcast, where we focus on optimizing the well-being and best practices of insurance and financial professionals today. On this show, our objective is to help you optimize your life, optimize your profession, and learn from other optimized advisors. I'm your host, Scott Heinela. We hope you enjoy the show. Yep. All right. Here, real quick. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you for coming in.
Hello, hello.
And who are the gentlemen? First, but not least,
Nick Bernatowicz.
That's right.
Producer's Choice Network.
And what makes you, Kate, qualified for being here today based on today's topic?
In my previous life, I did have a degree in exercise science and kinesiology with a minor in coaching and athletic administration.
How many CrossFit certifications do you possess, sir?
So level 2 CrossFit instructor, NASM certified, and 8 subject matter experts, SMEs, they call them.
That's something more than I have. And our other, last but certainly also not least, Ryan Dietrich. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me today. This is pretty awesome.
It's good having you.
I'm not going to lie.
We're going to have a conversation. Get a little closer to the mic so the audience can hear you. Don't be bashful.
There we go.
Just don't salivate all over the microphone, but you can certainly get as close and intimate to it beyond that.
Depends on what we're talking about. So.
There you go. Okay, and what are we talking about today? Today is about health and wellness, but in a particular category of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but biohacking. Is that what we're talking about today?
It's the buzzword.
Yes, sir.
It is the buzzword. Gosh, dang.
Everywhere. Everybody's talking about biohacking and the different types and the various ways to do this. Is it good? Is it bad? What are the benefits of each?
Okay, while we're talking about this, Danielle, bring up the term biohack, and then after they describe to us, our experts today, what biohacking is, you can read the literal definition. Okay, what is biohacking?
You want to start with it, Ryan?
It's basically been around for a long time. It's like you said, it's one of those buzzwords where they're now saying that it's biohacking, but the traditions of going in and changing your body on a cellular level through, I guess, unconventional ways, I would call it. One being cold water submersion, fasting. There's different aspects of it. If you're looking at like cellular biohacking, biohacking the brain, there's a couple different aspects when you go into it, but it's funny that it's been around, and it's recently with, I think, celebrities have been coming out and doing cold plunges and talking about their fasting, and it's caught up, and it's really catching fire. So.
And those are just a couple examples of many things that you can do to quote unquote biohack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's not that dissimilar to the fact that, I mean, at the end of the day, what is healthy eating? Well, you being Nick, would describe healthy eating as, don't give the label term, describe it in terms of what the nutritional protocol would be.
Well, before I answer that, I'm going to go back to the biohacking. It's simply altering your body's genes on a cellular level using various natural methods. As simple as that. That's the simple term, right? And so you're trying to optimize your gene health, your cellular health.
Great choice of words, by the way.
Through nutrition as being one. So to answer your question, eat meats and veggies, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch. And pretty much...
Which has been around for how long?
Forever.
Right.
Forever, really.
Since humans have been consuming.
Correct.
Which is forever. And it became, labeled as...
the paleo diet.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's stigma around it. Are you for it? Are you against it? At the end of the day, you would define it as a well-balanced, truly nutritional protocol.
Yeah, you're cutting out refined foods.
And not a diet.
It's not a diet. It is not a diet.
It's not a diet at all.
It is cutting out refined foods, sugars, processed foods, and sticking to natural sources of meat, vegetables, and fruit.
Okay. We also want to talk about fasting, by the way.
I think he hit it right on the head when he said natural. I mean, I think we get away from that nowadays when people are eating foods or they're going and they're trying to get food and it's just not natural. And I think by that being said, we'll get into that when we get into the fasting aspect of it with biohacking. But people are not eating actual food items. It's not real food.
Right.
So Scott, biohacking, they got it nail on the head, using like small improvements for your mental health, well-being that over time improve your genetics.
Boom.
called do it yourself
I hit it
biology.
on the head. We did it.
First question would be, can this be combined with nutrition? Can this be my only health protocol? I mean, is this enough? Is doing a few of these biohacking remedies or approaches, is that the extent of my fitness and nutritional protocol?
I think
is that all?
You still will have to have some physical activity in there. I think we live as humans now, we live at sedentary lifestyles where we're seated a lot and we're not actually moving about. Where back, hundreds of years ago, we were out gathering, not hundreds of years, thousands of years, whatever it was, but we were out moving around.
Right.
Moving around.
Right.